Hi Pisces. Welcome to your January 2021 reading. So Pisces, the stars at the moment, the stars in January, they're very, very intense. And you're probably thinking, I thought it was a new year. I thought we were moving past this stuff. Yeah, but it's still Capricorn season. And yeah, there is quite a bit going on between Saturn and Uranus and Jupiter and Uranus and Mars and Uranus and Mars and everybody. So you're probably thinking, ooh, this doesn't sound good. Well, actually, Pisces, for you, for your sign, the tension that's going on in the sky, has a lot to do with what's going on in your head. It is a square aspect for the most part, the most intense between your 3rd and 12th house. What you verbalize and what you keep hidden, what is lying within you unspoken, and what you are presenting to the world. There's a clash there. That will manifest differently for different Pisceans, but what we want to do with this horoscope, with this reading, is to figure out how you can balance the two in a way that's healthy. How you can also balance your intuition and your fear to find peace. Because there is a very, very distinctive difference. And oftentimes, because of Neptune being your ruler, you can be incredibly insightful and incredibly psychic. You can also be self-destructive. You can also give in to the illusions and feel that something's up, but not quite intuit what exactly that is. For you this month, Pisces, most of what you're intuiting is actually coming from within. So that is something to bear in mind. Now, Neptune, your ruler, is going to square the North Node. And around that time, at the end of the month, the 26th to be precise, we're already in Aquarius season. We're already in a time of the year for you that is very, very elusive and full of a house of mirrors type energy. Nothing is quite as it seems. Everything's distorted at times. The thing about the Taurian energy is that it gives you that voice. It gives you that ability to speak. It gives you the confidence to speak. But if you're not aligned in the inside, if you're not operating from a place of intuition and strong intention that is good and healthy for you, you can do a lot of damage. Because you're a prime example of someone who can manifest really quickly in the wrong direction. So we don't want to do that, because this is actually a point of tension that is a breaking down to break through. It's cracking you open. It's not trying to destroy you. It's trying to crack you open. So what is going on in that little heart of yours, Pisces? What is going on in your soul? What is going on in your mind? Chances are it's very important for you to get to grips with, and will serve you this year, because Jupiter being in your 12th house will make you feel very empowered in many ways. Queen of Pentacles. Now that Mars is out of Aries, a lot of you are thinking more about money. A lot of you are thinking more about your purpose, about making your life more comfortable, about making your life more cushy, about setting some kind of foundation down that you can build upon. The Lovers and the 5 of Swords. Your intuition and your fear can get a little bit muddled. So, how does that really feel? Well, I think, Pisces, when you're trying to judgment, when you're trying to look for evidence of something, the clue of whether or not it's real is how much you've been thinking about the past lately. How much you've been thinking about the way things went before. How much you've been thinking about exes, or dreaming about exes, or considering your part in things. Considering your part in work relationships even that were deceitful or hurtful or just didn't feel aligned for you. Because to be perfectly honest, In any circumstance, Pisces, if you're deceiving yourself by trying to fit a square into a circle, deception will follow, because that is where you're putting your energy. You're trying to deceive yourself. You're trying to be someone you're not. And thus you can find yourself very much surrounded by deceptive people. But again, how much of this is just going on within your mind? How much of this is fear? How much of this is illusion? Illusion, 7 of Cups. I'm giving you a bit more cards than I'm giving everybody else. I'm trying to keep it simple and streamlined this month. But we're going to do one more. Ooh. No, we're going to do 2 apparently. Maybe even 4. High Priestess and the Hermit. 9 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. It's going on within you. This is all going on within you. So, January. The Hermit and the High Priestess. You're looking inward at what your fears are, at what is real and what's not in your heart and your mind, what is really drawing you forward. There's some stuff comes up that surprises you. It's from the past. There's maybe some people pop up that surprise you from the past, but a lot of it can be in your dream state. And for many Pisceans, if you're in a new relationship or you're in a current relationship, it's trying to resolve things in your sleep state before you start getting into a mindset in your day-to-day life where you want to be very mistrustful or very fearful of people. That's important. It's trying to help you out before you hinder things. Jupiter can do that. Jupiter can really throw some strange and unsettling dreams your way and really over-exaggerate a dormant issue until you come to the conclusion that you understand it and you get what it's doing to you, you get where it's coming from. And with that acknowledgement comes the healing part, because you can't fix what you don't know isn't working. You can't heal the wounds that you are very, very much unaware of. And as much as, yes, it's important to do that, it is also important to not let that healing process hurt your day-to-day life, because then that just involves more healing and you don't want to do that either. It's stepping into January, it's stepping into 2020 rather consciously aware that there's some stuff that's going to come up from below that you need to work through. For a lot of you, it could be to do with an earth sign, a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. But there's some fear, there's some dreams that you don't like, there's some illusions that can feel really real when they're not. And I mean that in terms of fear. So, because of the square between the North Node and your ruler Neptune in your sign, the North Node being a very interesting sector of private intimacy. Don't let your desire to love and be whimsical and connect to others be shadowed by your fear that everybody knows something that you don't, or that everybody is out to get you, or that everybody will hurt you. Because Pisces, one of the things that you can do in January is manifest evidence that isn't necessarily real. And I'm not saying that that's the case in everybody, because everyone's at different points, everyone has different birth charts, and sometimes because of the stars in January, a lot of stuff can come to the surface. Because you're such a collective-based spirit, you can really feel the energies of a lot of people. Pisceans are typically empathic. You can probably pick up on the energies of the collective. And so there's a need to discern, Pisces, what energy is yours and what isn't, because the collective, society, in the news, in the media, etc., is going to learn some things that they are annoyed about, that they were deceived in some way. This doesn't mean it's happening in your personal life, but you can really pick up the energy of the collective. Note that. Now, Mercury is going to be going retrograde in the very last day of January, and it's going to be retrograde in your 12th house, continuing this theme of deep introspection and deep analysis. You don't have to get lost there, because as much as you're doing the healing and you can commit to that, some of it is happening without your knowledge. Some of this is happening internally, and that can make you feel really tired, that can make you feel really exhausted, and you feel like you're not doing anything, or you don't feel that you have the energy that you would expect. That's okay. Energies are there to be worked through. Sometimes your body is healing and you're not even giving it, the conscious signal to go ahead. So be patient with yourself. But look, in terms of work, there is a full moon coming up in Leo, and that energy is very much to do with your work, your health, your well-being. So this could flag up some energies of where you've not been looking after yourself well enough. But for a lot of Pisceans, there is a lot of satisfaction coming to you in terms of your work relationships, in terms of job opportunities, money-making opportunities. It seems to be a time when you can really reap some rewards. You can really get somewhere in your financial life now that Mars has exited Aries, as it will do on the 6th of January. So let's give you some oracle cards. Caring connections. As far as your relationships go, Pisces, because Mercury is typically what rules your relationships, and it's going retrograde in your 12th house, you may hear from people from the past, you may have elusive dreams, etc. That doesn't take away from any love you have in your life at the moment, because the 12th house is so deep for you. If you're in a relationship with somebody, just let them know that sometimes you get a bit fearful. Sometimes you can have fears and upsets, and you're a sensitive, emotional person. And to be honest, with the angel of balance here, sometimes letting somebody know that you're going through that is all the healing you need, and that takes away the fear. Pisceans need partners who can understand that they feel a lot, and that sometimes they need to recharge, and that sometimes they need to recalibrate. That's what you need. And if that's what you need, let somebody know, because there is indeed tension between your 12th and 3rd house, meaning that sometimes you might not be expressing how it is you really feel. You might not be expressing what it is that's really going on with you, and the planets are challenging you to figure out a way to do that that's healthy. One thing I want to say, and this is the big news, and I'm sorry that I've left it to the end. The new moon in Capricorn in the 13th, that is in your wish zone. 9 of Cups down here. It is going to be conjunct Pluto. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on at the time that is kind of tense. It's much to do with that energy we just talked about, but that new moon is a new start. It's a reset. It is genuinely a reset. It is a time when you can make new changes. You can really transform. For you, it's in terms of friendships. You can manifest new caring connections. If you're looking for love, you can manifest love. If you're looking for a new job, you can manifest that. Pisces, actually, you can manifest probably the most with this new moon, and that's saying something, because Saturn has been restricting that area of the sky for you the last 3 years. Use this moment. Use it. And don't let your fears get in the way, as they might the day after. On the 14th, 15th, when the moon in Aquarius conjuncts Saturn, you might start to try and restrict yourself. Here it is. You don't have to do that. Adjacent possibilities. How Piscean? First chakra. So your root chakra is your main point of focus. You need to stay grounded. Very true. When there's a square between your 3rd and 12th house, you need to stay grounded, Pisces. For sure. You need to be connected to the earth. You need to be connected to your mind. You need to journal, figure out what feelings are yours and what aren't. And you need to stay very present in your connections, especially if you're dealing with an earth sign. If there's anything that needs to come out, it'll come out. But make sure you don't soul family. Yes, make sure you don't disconnect from people due to fear. Let something come out if it has to come out. Again, Pisces, just be very careful you're not manifesting from a place of fear. Trust your path. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? If you knew everything was fine, what would you do? People really want to connect with you. Lovers really want to connect with you. Family, friends, people from the past. A lot of people want to connect with you, Pisces. And while they do, you're doing a lot of inner work. And you're figuring out what within you is real and what's not. And how sometimes that beautiful, creative, magical mind of yours can make things that aren't real seem real. Bear that in mind when you're faced with a fear. Looks like things are a lot better than they seem anyway. So Pisces, that is what I have for you. I will talk to you soon. Have a beautiful January. If you're interested in the extended of this, when I go into the earth sign, into a fire sign, air sign, etc., you can find the link down below. And if not, I will see you soon.